all started.
Yes.
Okay, and like you're also into like adventure sports.
I am.
Yeah, so
I
like-
used to be a lot, but then since I moved to Karachi because I used to living in Islamabad. So since I moved here, it's been like pretty difficult. Like, what adventure sports do I do?
What do you do?
What do you do?
Got a jet ski? I guess?
Hey, exactly.
Like,
What do you do? So yeah.
But okay, so what all do you enjoy doing?
So I rescue animals.
No, I meant like adventure sports.
Adventure sports.
Yeah,
mein.
yeah.
Acha. So I've done a lot of skiing. I've done a lot of rock climbing, rappelling, rafting, and what else have I done?
Where all have you done this in the world?
In Pakistan.
Oh, you've gone done skiing?
In Pakistan.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Awesome. And you've gone skiing to Malam Jabba and all.
Malam Jabba, Nathia Gali, you name
gone
it.
skiing?
I went up to Siachen. I've gone up to Siachen, 18,000 feet.
That's fantastic. And you skied there?
No, I didn't ski there. So I was doing this theatre play called Siachen.
Okay.
Davar
Yeah,
Mahmood
yeah.
and Anwar Maqsood. So, and it was in collaboration with the ISPR.
Oh.
And they recommended that because Davar was going by the method acting.
Yeah.
So he recommended that why don't you all take a trip to Siachen and see how people actually live there. And because I was supposed to be the journalist who actually goes there and see how they live, you know, how their families are affected by all of the Sipahis, not the entitled majors and generals. So yeah, that how is it that they live their life? So we first went up to 11,000 feet where they acclimatized us. They did our blood test, our x-rays and God knows what not. And then they took us up to 18,000 feet. We stayed there for 3 days. It was very difficult, but it was so much fun. And the fact that not a lot of women in Pakistan have been able to go up there.
I know because it's also a restricted area, right?
It's a restricted area.
So you don't even get like, I went up to Skardu, we were in Kaplu and we were going up further north and so they came a crossroad.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you can't go further out. Because I think it was like, we went right from or left from there, up was Siachen and like, and the other way was...
yaar, it's another part of your country that you're not allowed to see.
Yeah, army base.
Talk about entitlement and privilege, right?
Yeah. I know, I was actually reading this book recently and it was all about, it's called The Rise of Superman and it was actually about flow state, right? But like flow state on how adventure athletes, like truly adventure athletes are the ones that have pushed the boundaries of human possibility and limits, right?
Yes.
That, I mean, they had like rock climbers, skiers, they were following skateboarders, base jumpers. And it's that zone, right? Like what you call the zone is actually flow state where you become kind of one with the activity that you're doing. And it's when you are physically and mentally pushing yourself and your flight and fright mode kicks in.
Yes.
And you're like, it's like life or death.
It's life or death, and in that split second, like that tiny nanosecond, इसमें आपको realize होता है that you're invincible.
Yeah.
You know, you can do anything. Like your body, your human body can do anything.
Anything.
You know,
and that's a high that I think
it is.
And like so people like, I mean, in that book it said that people call them adrenaline junkies, right? And they're like, we hate adrenaline.
Yeah.
We don't like adrenaline. They're like, it's the point after adrenaline that we're chasing.
Yeah.
And they're flow junkies actually. So it's that calmness and that centeredness in like that comes when you become one with the activity that you're doing and to push yourself to that limit.
And the calmness that you have to achieve to actually carry that act out. I mean, someone like me who has like major anxiety cannot do that, cannot stay calm.
But I mean, like, but I'm sure that it's probably helped you with your anxiety.
Yes, a lot.
I would have assumed that it would.
And the thing is, it's really addictive, really addictive. So what happened is that I injured my back. So बहुत लंबा break आ गया था. Yeah.
How did you injure your back?
यार 8-8 घंटे की hiking, 10-10 घंटे की trekking. Like I never went to the gym when I was living in Islamabad. I always went for hiking. Because it's a 20-minute drive to Trail 5, Trail 3. You can watch the sunset, you can watch the sunrise. That's the best thing about Islamabad.
Yeah, that is the best thing about Islamabad.
So I never had to go to the gym. I would always just run there or I would just go for a hike. So it was always...
I mean, I lived in Islamabad for only about a year, like a little over a year. I don't think I went on a single hike, but recently this Kira came inside of me and I want to trek out to the K2 base camp.
Oh, what? Go for it.
I want to. So I'm like... you know, I'm gonna
go
my parents think I've lost my mind.
No,
my manager thinks I have a death wish.
No, my sister went for it.
One of my really close friends just went for it, and I think I was reading the book I was halfway through the book, like the Rise of Superman, when she kind of came back and she was talking about.
Is this Fizza?
No, it's my friend Aliza. She has this.
Okay, because Fizza, the yoga by Fizza, she also like went there.
So she Aliza has this blog called This and That. So guys, if you haven't checked it out, like do check it out. It's a really cool blog called This and That PK. And so she went. So when she kind of was telling me, I was like, oh my god, like this is what you're feeling. Like she was describing it in a certain way, and I was like, this is actually flow state. You got there.
It's amazing.
And she's like, wait, what? I'm like, I want to send you the book. Just read the book.
Yeah.
And that's when I decided, I was like, no, I want to.
No, Momna, you will love it. Please go for it.
I am going to go, inshallah, next year.
Inshallah.
If all goes according to my plan, that is the... Acha, coming down a little bit to the industry.
Yeah.
And I think before we were discussing this, like right before actually we started recording this episode, we were talking about unrealistic beauty standards that, that Pakistani media has. Like, and our Pakistani, like, drama may... you have beautiful curly hair.
Thank you.
Like I freaking, it's super hot.
Thanks.
And but when it comes to your leading actresses, it's you can't have short hair. You have to have straight, long, gori chitti shakal, green lenses laga dega, asal aankhein nahi hai. How much of that do you really like encounter here? And like how many times has your look as it is been taken on by a drama as the look of the leading character?
Okay, so I'll be honest with you. Like, मैं अभी भी कभी-कभी जब बैठती हूँ ना फरागत में, तो I do think if I was born Marina Khan, Samina Ahmed के ज़माने में, तो things would have been much easier because they were all so natural. Do you remember Marina Khan's hair?
It was awesome.
It was awesome. Like they had short hair. They had like those Hollywood waves, and natural. Yeah. Because Pakistani women have naturally wavy, curly hair.
Thick hair. They do.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, Dhoop Kinare, Tanhaiyan, all those dramas, they were very like actually real Pakistani women.
Nadia Jamil, Sania Said, like they aced it. So I feel like we have really deteriorated, like our beauty standards have really like deteriorated. So in the beginning when I, theater mein itna nahi dekhte looks.
Nahi dekhte.
Like they're more like, do you fit the character? I've never seen कि कोई body type पे आपको shame कर रहा हो कुछ. Theater में बहुत chill scene है. But then baat आई film पे and then TV. And there were directors in the beginning, I'll be very honest, who had concerns कि अच्छा, you have curly hair, why don't you straighten them out? मैंने कहा, if the character demands it, I'll do it. But if your production can give me like an hour and a half to blow dry these curls and then have ACs everywhere in Karachi ki heat, to make sure that they're well maintained. And if you've hired good makeup artists and hair people, then yes, let's go for it. Yeah. So they were like, of course, no, we can't do that. We can't maintain it. So let's just save time and let's just go with it. Yeah. My makeup will hardly take 20 minutes, so let's just start. But yeah, this happened a lot. And then at times they would call me for only specific characters.